Good morning, YouTube. This is Mike and Bass here. Today we have yet another bedroom unboxing video. Today we will be unboxing the audio control D-6.1200. It is rated 125 watts RMS times 6 channels at 4 ohms, 200 watts RMS times 6 at 2, and 400 watts bridged at 4 ohms times up to 3 channels. Let's go ahead and get it out of the box here. Once you get the cardboard condom off of the box and you open it up, you first see the manual here. This manual is full of all sorts of information that you actually need, unlike pretty much all other competitors' manuals that come with the amps. This here is specified specifically for the 6.1200. Pretty much all the other manufacturers and competitors include universal manuals that just have a little tidbit about this amp, tidbit about that amp, so on and so forth. Audio control tends to go the extra mile, and if you read a little closely, they have all sorts of smart aleck comments in them that just funny as hell to read and get you thinking a little bit. Get past the manual, you can see that we have closed cell foam inserts housing the ends of the amplifiers, cradling it nicely for shipping so that you don't get any damage in shipping. Get those off and out of the way. We'll get to the amplifier in just a minute. In the bag you have the new upgraded firewire or whatever it is USB cable in order to connect the amplifier to the computer of your choice, usually a laptop. Unfortunately, it's made in China, but feeling it in the packaging a little bit, feels a lot better quality than most wires like this. You see the rest of the accessories in the box. You have the coveted Allen key, which will help you remove this top plate here. You got a screw here and a screw there. Loosen those up and it'll come right off. And then the infamous coveted audio control guitar pick. These were originally included in the amplifiers when audio control first fielded amplifiers to help tune the tuning knobs on top of the amplifiers, but these amplifiers, the D series, do not have the tuning knobs. Excuse me, because the D series has a full built-in DSP with matrix and Acubase restoration. More on that in just a minute. Let's go ahead and get the amplifier out of the packaging. Once you get the amplifier out of the packaging, you will find that it has a nice brushed style aluminized finish on it. You can kind of see the way it's kind of brushed here. You get to the top, you have an excellent heat sink. When it's turned on, you can kind of see the insides of the amp there. Again, I don't have the best lighting in here. But when it's turned on, there's a blue LED that illuminates all this, making it look real nice, but allows you to also see the inside guts of the amplifier. To go further into the amplifier, you take off this top plate. I've already removed the screws. And you find a slew of LEDs. First, you're going to come to your power LED, which is your power on, signal on. Your protection, which is red, just lets you know that, hey, you messed up and the amp's in protect. Or your yellow communication LED. That's going to let you know that you are connected to your laptop or the option port with the ACBT24 option device, which we will get into a little later. You have your GTO Great Turn On Signal Sense. You can either have it off, which will allow you to use the normal 12 volt input as a signal to turn on the amplifier, or you can switch it to the on position and it will use your high level turn on from your factory radio for factory integration. We're going to leave that off for now. You have your milk source clip. Milk is maximum input level control, meaning if your signal is coming in through the RCAs or through the high level inputs, it is going to let you know when that signal starts to clip. the best way in order to send a signal into one of these amplifiers with the Milk Sense clip light is to have your bass and your treble completely zeroed out. Any other equalizers on the head unit or receiver unit that is sending out the source signal to the amplifier, have all the equalizers set to 0. Then you're going to have your front high for maximized inputs. These are all clip level lights. You have your front high here or front high here with the RCAs. When the signal starts to clip, that light will illuminate. Then you have your front, which is just like your standard front 2 channels, what would be in your door. When that signal coming in, usually right here, on your high level inputs, or again on the RCAs, if that signal is distorted, that light will illuminate. The same with the rear and then the sub as well. You get over here to the high level inputs. Oh, let's backtrack just a second. Here on the RCA preamps, you have a line output. You can use this to send to another amplifier, which I will be sending using DH Labs RCAs through gpcaraudio.com. That site is where I got most of my electrical equipment and overall most everything for the build, aside from the subwoofers, the subwoofer amps, these amps, and just a couple other things. Other than that, my entire electrical side came from there. We can run a jumper from the line outputs on this amplifier to another amplifier, which I will be running a jumper to the audio controlled D-6.1200. Yes, 2 DSP amplifiers in one build. Why? Because America. But let's get back to the high level inputs. You have your high level inputs here. You kind of need a little screwdriver in order to pop them out, but these do pop out to make install of the input wires a lot easier. And then they pop out, pop in, real nice and easy. You have a total of 8 channels of input capability. I'm not 100% sure of what the maximum input wattage is. I believe it's around 150 watts RMS. Then you get to the USB port here. This is what ties into your laptop or computer of your choice in order to gain you access to the built-in DSP and matrix. You have the ACR3 remote knob port here. Unfortunately, once again, I don't have ACR3 here with me, but plugging in ACR3 here, you can either click it and select between bass level, overall volume level, or between the different modes within the DSP or different settings within the DSP, because you have 4 saved setting capabilities within the DSP. You can have one regular input setting, you can have one SQ setting, one SPL setting, and one overall just basic tune-up to play with setting, or memory if you want to call it that. Over here you have your output connections. You have a total of 6 channels out. You can either bridge 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6 for a total of 3 channels of out. You can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, I messed up there. I ain't gonna cut the video though, because I'm not smart enough to know how to do it. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 for a total of 6 channels. You can bridge these 2 here for a total of 2 channels and then use this as a subwoofer channel. Or you can, just bridge the front 2 channels and then run 2 subwoofers off of everything. There's really about 30 options for wiring that you can do with this amplifier, if I remember algebra and math class right, which I really don't, because those are worst years of my life, like most people, because that stuff's really not too useful in every day-to-day life. Somebody will correct me on it, and I don't care. And then you get to the option port. The D-6.1200 does not have the option port, though this one does. And that's one of the main reasons that I bought this amplifier. The option port allows you to use the audio control BT or Bluetooth 24 option device, which just plugs straight into it. It has 8 prongs coming off of it, 8 or 10 prongs, not 100% sure, never seen one in person. But it allows you to directly stream high resolution audio straight to this amplifier without having a physical connection, thus eliminating the potential for extra distortion, and allows a 100% clean signal transfer so that you can have ultra high resolution audio coming to your amplifier and going from your amplifier. That's going to come in handy in the future, especially when I use the line out to go to the 4.800, so that I can stream 100% crystal clear audio to it after I get a good bank of crystal clear audio, mostly DJ Rusticals, because this is more of a bass performance build, but it will have SQ qualities to it. Also, the ACBT24 allows you to directly connect via the Android or the iOS, I think it is, version of the audio control app, and allows you to access the DSP directly and remotely without having to use the USB physical connection. Kind of skipped over the left half of the amplifier. This is one of the beefiest built 6-channel amplifiers I know of. It's the only 6-channel amplifier I know of, aside from maybe like a Crescendo or something, like a 2000.4 or a 1100.4 that has true 1-aught inputs. Dare to say, I believe I can fit some GP2 in there. And then you have a total of 3 40-amp fuses, accounting for amperage and voltage capability to bring up to 1200 watts RMS. Though these amplifiers are severely underrated, it just depends on the voltage you're able to hold in the vehicle. Excuse me. Let's give you a quick little 360 of the amp. You can see a little bit better without that cover on there. Back side of the amplifier, really nothing much to look at. And that, my friends, is the audio control D-6.1200. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate it. You guys have yourself a good day. Please look forward and subscribe for future coming videos, because the vehicle is almost done being built and put together. Have a good day.